Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. This is Rage Across New York, Living World of Darkness, and we are, as always, in Central Park. We are at the training grounds where Adam and Lucas are have met to discuss, or at least to practice some stuff. And Adam will follow. I'm guessing that they walk there together, so Adam will follow Lucas in. He is in Homit for this one. So, what did you have in mind? He asks with curiosity in his voice.
Okay. Lucas goes ahead and strides around one of the particular fighting rings that's both marked in chalk and rock. And he's got his child Gaia stick with him. It's been a staple of his appearance for quite a while now. And he goes ahead and looks at him and sort of gestures to this circle. Well, I wanted to see how good of a fighter you are with a weapon in your hands.
Okay. Well, I've been in some bar fights in my life. He chuckled, but I'm guessing that's not what you're talking about.
I mean, if you're proficient in fighting with a chair leg, I'm not going to stop you.
Well, hmm. She can.
Training Grounds has whatever your preferred weapon is, both with the non-lethal and the lethal option.
He nods, and he looks around. He takes something that resembles. No, he if there is a spear there, he will take it and like feel it in his hand, throwing it a little bit up in the air, like vertically, no horizontally, um, getting a feel for how it feels in his hand. Hmm. I don't think I've ever used one of these before. Like, maybe I tried throwing one in school at some point, but not at somebody.
What do you got there? He says.
He turns around and faces Lucas. It's a spear. I've always been fascinated by them. Like heard how the how people how Greeks could throw these like hundreds of meters, but I've never even been able to get it. Like
Mm,
as I said, I tried throwing it in school once, but didn't really have much luck.
oh yeah, the spear. It's quite a good weapon, especially when several hundreds of people are all throwing them. You get a makeshift, projectile barrage. Usually the best defense against that is just a good-ass shield wall. But the thing with the
Yeah.
spear and the javelin, Lucas says that he walks on over, is if the javelin goes ahead and breaks in the shield and gets stuck in it, well, then the javelin goes ahead and impedes the shield user's movement and overall actions, doesn't it?
Adam grins. You've given this quite a bit of thought.
Well, I know a little bit about military tactics from ancient times. See, what the Romans used to do is the Romans would go ahead and all line up, and they would go ahead and throw their first javelins, and afterwards they would go ahead and throw a second pair of javelin, and then they would just go ahead and charge with their proper spears. Because by the time they went ahead and threw their second javelin, many of the shield users would have already been wrestling with that broken spear, thus taking out more combatants and charging in when their line is clearly broken.
Hmm. Adam smiles.
But enough of
There's a
history lesson.
reason. There's a reason those guys conquered half the world.
Hmm, there are many, many reasons. military tactics being one of them,
Oh
bureaucracy
yeah,
being another, blah, 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 blah. We're not here for the history lesson, Lucas says as
you
he goes
can.
ahead and walks into the ring.
Yeah, I teach that stuff. I know. He says as Adam says as he follows her, as he follows him. Oh, or well, at least I used to before, rah.
Rarer indeed, good sir, rarer indeed. You're gonna have to tell me more after this little melee. Okay,
Hmm?
what do you want to go to? How far do you want to take this fight?
Um, I don't want. I don't want any of us to actually get really injured because I have a feeling that something is up and it's about to go down. But it's not a fight if you don't get bruises. He smiles.
Alright, let's go ahead and fight until one of us is badly injured, or we go ahead and give the call for surrender. How about that?
That sounds fair.
Alright, Lucas goes ahead and takes a stance on his side of the ring. Ready?
And Adam does the same. Indeed.
Go! Initiative time.
Yep.
As you guys are doing that, Cinna's kind of wandering in, looking at the two of you. She actually wears a camera around her neck and has a block nose in her hand. She looks at the two of you getting ready. Sits down at the side of the field.
Alright. I'll have to ask you about your appearance once the fight goes ahead and ends again. I got a 15. What did you get?
Oh, I think I put it into. I got 11. I
Alright.
also. So you start.
We'll go ahead and do reverse declare. What is Adam's intended action for this first round?
Okay. Well, Adam will start by um. Adam will actually. Adam is of the is like a good Fianna. He's of the opinion that attack is good, so he will actually try to take Lucas by surprise and go straight for him. Probably try to and this might be two actions, so he might need to either split his action or do a rage, spend a rage point to get Lucas on the ground, like sweeping.
Oh, you wish to sweep him?
Yeah.
Alright. That's depending on how you want to do it. That's either a dex sprawl or a dex melee. Are you going to go ahead and try to kick him out or try to sweep him out with your lance?
I'm going to use a dex brawl.
Alright, fair enough. You may go ahead and do so. I'll go ahead and defend by using defensive maneuver.
Ooh, one. What is the difficulty?
It's 7, I believe, or 6, but doesn't matter. I can't go
Okay.
ahead and dodge. You hit him full on force. How many successes did you get?
I had an ugly one there, so I got 8, 9, 10, 7, 1, and the 1 cancels out the 10, so that's 3 successes.
Alright, 3 successes. So, bum, bum, bum. I have to go ahead and keep on my feet at a difficulty of 9, but since I have the perfect balance merit, I'll go ahead and say that will come into play.
Yep, makes sense.
So that'll drop the difficulty down to 7. Death Athletics, which is 7. 7. I stay on my
you
feet,
got one.
but you still do damage, and I'll go ahead and grant you another dice of damage for the obviously terrible botch.
Yeah. So that's strength brawl plus 3. No?
It's just your strength.
Oh, strength and plus my successes.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's its strength plus 3. Uh, difficulty 6 or
6, yes.
3 successes.
Ouch. Alright, I am now down 2 health levels, and we're back to the top of the initiative. What
Yep.
is your declared action?
I will. Well, since I actually got a pretty good start there, I will try again, because it's easier to attack an opponent on the ground.
I am not on the
So
ground.
No, that's what I said. If I can get you on the ground, then it's easier to attack. That's what I
Fair
meant.
enough, my good
Sorry.
sir. Fair enough.
Dex brawl, 5 dice.
Doing defensive maneuver.
And it is... No, I don't botch, luckily. I get 1 success.
Alright, fair enough. Do.
Yeah.
This time Lucas is much, much more wiry at the moment. Whoa!
Yeah.
He didn't like getting kicked. Right.
Well, very few people do.
Top of the round yet again, and this time Lucas is going to go ahead and go for the strike.
Yep. And I don't know if I can... Is dodge a special skill that you get?
No, dodge is just dexterity athletics. So Lucas will go ahead and strike. Striking with a staff is actually a difficulty of 5, and because of defensive maneuver is now difficulty 4. So let's roll them bones.
Oh
1,
shit!
2, 3, 4.
Wow, I get assuming standard difficulty, I get 1 success.
All right. So you knock off 1. Now let's go ahead and calculate the damage. 2 for the strength, 1 for the staff, 2 for the successes. You're looking at 5 damage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Boom. Soak 3 for me.
Stamina plus...
Just the stamina.
Just stamina. Well, here goes. Yay! 899.
Alright, fair enough. Top of the round.
Wow. I hadn't seen that coming. Alright. Well, Adam will try to wrestle the staff from you.
You're going to try to disarm him.
Yep. So that would be Dex.
That is Dex brawl, difficulty 8.
Yeah. Yep.
Defensive maneuver. Because no.
1 success.
3 successes.
Well, shit.
Top of the round again, and you know what's coming.
Yep. Dodge. Dex. Athletics.
You need to dodge 4, good sir.
And I dodge 2.
Alright, good. Base strength, plus 1, plus 2. 5 damage coming to you.
Ah! 3 successes. On the soak. On the soak.
You're a tough cookie to crack.
Well, grappling, trying to disarm didn't work, so he will again try to sweep Dex brawl.
Okay, fair enough. Going for the defensive maneuver.
Ah, fuck. 1 success.
1 success. You got it. The 1 success.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at them 1.
Yeah. Now I gotta go ahead and roll to stay standing. Do 1 success. Base of 6 goes down to 4. Oh no, I'm standing. I'm so standing.
Oh. I'm still standing. Yeah. Right. So wait. No. Yeah. So okay. So you're still standing, but I still. No, I
Yes,
didn't
you
do
still
anything.
roll your base strength.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. My base strength is only 2, so meh. And I fail.
I'm good. So good.
Yeah.
Top of the round. What is Adam trying to do?
Adam will try to instead of like now that he's tried to sweep him a few times, Adam will try to do a surprise thing and instead try to aim directly for the head. So he will try to punch him in the head, and that is a dex brawl difficulty.
Dex roll difficulty 8 if you're going straight for the head.
Yeah, and I get 1 success. Dang it.
Alright. Do. Going for the defensive maneuver.
Yeah, you're good.
8 rocks. Top of the round. Time to go for the swingy.
Yay! Dodge, dex, athletics, and I botch.
Ooh. That's 4 successes. I'm going to
Yep.
say that there's an extra level of damage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so strength of 2 plus the sick plus 4. 7 damage coming your way, good sir.
I'm gonna die. Well, I soaked 3.
Yep, you definitely soak it all. You are one tough bastard.
Oh, wow. I hope I don't use up all my luck so I get fucked in the next scene, but meh.
All right, top of the round. What is Adam's declared action?
Yep. He will he will swing it at Lucas like normal. Not he'll just try to aim wherever he can. So that's stiff 6, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
2 successes.
2 successes. Let's see if I can go ahead and dodge. 2 successes. I don't get the plus. I don't get the reduction, but I do go ahead and defend successfully.
Yeah.
Next round.
Well, let's try sweeping again. That was fun.
Yes, let us go ahead and try.
1 success. Meh. Yeah, no.
3 successes. Time for the happy fun stick time.
Yay! Here's dodging. And I get 1 success. Oh, what is the difficulty of dodge, by the way? Is it standard?
6. Yep.
Okay, sweet. One success.
All right, I get 2. Still hit.
Yep.
But not that for that much damage.
Stamina.
Roll your stamina. I only get the
Fuck.
same.
I get nothing this turn.
Neither do I.
Ha! Low. You get 571. I get 371. Okay.
So Lucas seems to be hitting you, seems to be battering you quite badly, but you're just like shrugging it off.
Meh. Exactly. This is fun. Well,
Adam's declared action.
Yep. He will actually do something else this turn. He will try to get behind Lucas and hit him from behind. So that would probably be a what do you call it? Split action.
Yeah. Here's the way I would go ahead and run it.
Yep.
You would roll your. It would be a split action between a dexterity athletics and a dexterity brawl.
Well, the dex brawl is my preferred one.
Unfortunately, you got to take the lower of 2.
Ah, okay. Well, then it's Dex Athletics, and
All
I
right.
have that,
What
so
is
that's
the
2
total?
dice.
Yes, yes, it is. You can do so, but remember that if you get behind him, that you're at a -1 difficulty to hit him.
Yeah, that's true. 2
So,
successes.
successfully get behind him.
Then also the other 2 dice for. Wait, I don't add these 2 to my attack roll, do I?
No, no.
No, good. Okay. 1 success.
All the successes to dodge.
Yeah.
So you're now behind him. And now we're at the top of the round again. You just went ahead and tried to sucker punch the back of his head. So Lucas is going to go ahead and try to swing fucking wildly at you.
Here's dodging.
Rolling. I get 4 successes.
I get 3, so you get 1 extra.
Yes. Roll your soak.
I get 1 success.
Another 1. Just keep fucking hitting you. I just can't go ahead and land the damage that I need.
Adam will now want to. Well, fuck it. I will try to disarm him again. Dex brawl, I
Dex.
guess, right?
Roll. Difficulty 8.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Alright.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Saskia, that is
Yeah.
an excellent question that I'll go ahead and have to answer at some point.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to it, to be honest.
I do.
Did-
Okay. Top of the round. It's my
Yep.
turn.
Yep.
Sweeping.
Ooh. And dodging. Dex athletics.
Okay.
1 success.
So that is a dexterity brawl. Usually difficulty of 6, but it's difficulty of 5. One, 2. I make it through your
Okay.
defense.
Yep, so Adam is on the ground? Or.
You will have to make a dexterity athletics at difficulty of 7, I believe.
Dex S. 4 dice. Well, fuck that. No successes. Yep.
You are now on the ground. I need to go ahead and roll my base damage, which is only 2 strength.
Oh, okay.
Okay, rolling.
Yeah.
Soak 2.
Ah, no, I take none. I soak none, so I get 2 damage.
You go ahead, and Lucas, finally enough of this shit, goes ahead and hooks his right foot onto your left, goes ahead and swings wildly, sending you plummeting and falling pretty damn hard on your back and your head.
Yeah, dunk.
My turn now.
Since I'm on the ground, I'm guessing I can't dodge anything.
You can definitely go ahead and try. It'll be at an increased difficulty.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, hitting a prone opponent is -2 to the difficulty.
I think that's true, yeah.
Alright, cool. Then, time to go ahead and swing really, really hard with the stick. All successes.
Oh shit. And
Yeah.
I dodged 1, so.
Okay, 7 damage coming at you.
Oh shit. I'm going to die. Well, not really. I soak 1.
1, 2, 3. So gain 2 more damage. Wow.
Yep, I am now down to mold. And Adam will. No, he won't cry, but he will say uncle. Because he doesn't want to cripple himself.
All right.
So Adam taps his hand against the ground. I yield, he says.
All right. You go ahead and say that you yield right as Lucas is about to go ahead and prepare another jab towards your midsection. And you say, I yield. Lucas stops the action in mid-swing. Goes ahead and pivots, lets his left hand go of the stick, lets the right hand goes ahead and stick it far away from you, and extends his left hand. Good job.
Adam takes it. Good fight. That was
Holy crap, man!
Well.
You do not go down. My Gaia, you are made of tough stuff. How do you do that? How do you resist so many blows across your face?
As I said back in Belfast, I did my fair share of bar fighting. He grins.
So you got really, really good at just fighting through the pain.
Yeah, just taking it. Like nurse it afterwards. Oh well. See, I'm guessing all of this, all damage done was bashing, right?
Yes, all the bashing, all the damage was bashing. If you had attacked with a lance, that would have been lethal, but that could have been easily covered.
Yeah, well, fair enough. And Adam smiles and catches his breath, and then looks and notices Cinna. Oh, Cinna, I didn't notice you. How are you?
Cinna's looking up from the block note as she's being addressed. Yeah, I'm fine.
Adam looks over at Lucas with a little bit of a question on his face, and then looks back to Cinna.
He goes ahead and shakes his head for a little bit. Oh, Adam, you wanting to go get something to drink, and then like water to drink? Just to go ahead and refresh yourselves, do some stretches afterwards.
Yep, sounds good, he says, and then pats Lucas on the shoulder before heading off.
Should be right next to the training dummy replacements. Once Adam has gone ahead and left for the brief moment, Lucas goes ahead and walks over to Cinna. Celestia, do me a favor and briefly describe again her appearance.
She looks a little better than you I think last saw her. I don't know when you last saw her. She still has these dark circles around her eyes, indicating lack of sleep. But she's in Homets, which is, I guess, a plus. She looks like she's not been taking very much care of herself. There's some leftover cobweb still in her hair somewhere at the back, and there's a couple of dried up leaves on her clothing and in her hair as well. She's chewing on a pencil. She seems to be a little nervous. Maybe a bit skinny for her. The way you know her. But...
Wow, just gonna get hit in all of those particular red flags, aren't you?
What? No. It's like...
Well, is she sitting down? Is she standing up? Okay.
No, she sat down, and she's not necessarily in very much of a hurry to go stand up again.
Alright. Lucas is going to go ahead and approach from the front, cautiously, as if he has seen his approach once or twice before from his elders. Go ahead and crouch down. Cinna, you thirsty? You want some water?
Um, water is good, but I have a bottle with me. I'm fine.
Alright, cool.
She'll
Looks like you got.
point to
Go ahead.
she points to a backpack that's sitting next to her.
Alright. He goes ahead and notices the free debris and the cobwebs, and doesn't go ahead and point, but takes a hand, points the fingers to himself so that the palm is facing you, and goes ahead and gestures to a few of the leaves, probably on your shoulders, and say, "Looks like you got some debris on you."
She'll look confused for a moment and notices the leaves and brushes them off. Oops.
And in your hair, Lucas seems to reach out. What is her response?
She pulls her head back and just kind of goes with her hands in her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls out a couple of more leaves. Sorry, I look like a mess.
You look as you should for the moment. If you feel up to it, you can go ahead and follow me. And I'm pretty much just going to be bullshitting with Adam for a while. You don't have to talk. You don't have to do anything.
Sure. Sounds nice.
Good. Lucas is going to go ahead and go ahead.
Okay.
Lucas goes ahead and stands up using his little staff as leverage.
Senna seemed to be a little hesitant when she said sounds nice, but all in all, she's not opposing or anything. She's not hiding away. She closes the notebook, puts the pencil back in the backpack, and hoists herself up as well. I mean, they're not going too fast. It seems to be a little stiff almost. It's not encumbered or anything, just slow.
That slow, stilted walk that you sometimes have with your arms just hanging there, not swinging as they would naturally be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fair enough. We're going to go ahead and walk towards the dummy replacement area, where there's probably a huge barrel of water that freely dispenses it. Mark, we're walking towards Adam.
Sorry, I zoned out for a bit. Yeah, Adam will return with the water and come over next to the two of them. And he will. I'm guessing that he will have brought some plastic cups with him as well. So he will. Oh no. He will fill a plastic cup and first hand one to Cinna, offering it to her first.
She'll take it, making sure that her fingers don't touch his as she grabs it. Takes a small sip and then hands it over to Lucas.
Lucas will go ahead and take it and just hold it for a second there. Turn to Adam again. So you're saying that most of your fighting is done in brawls and pubs, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, I've always been like, I've since I came here, I learned that that my particular the particular aspect of Luna that I was born under gives one a tendency towards, shall we say, more irritability. He grins than usual, and this actually brought me into quite a bit of fighting during my youth, uh, all the way back to school, schoolyard fights, and then when I started going to pubs and the like, I started getting in fights there as well.
Interesting. Irritability. Some would call it passion.
He grins. That is probably a better word for it. He smiles.
Myself, I think I've always been a sneaky little fucker. Since I was a wee little grass hopper.
Well, I mean, you still got me, he says. But
tell me, what do you think about that fight that we just had? What were the important points? Your style, my style. What are the important points?
Adam thinks for a moment, and then he says, "You had a weapon, and that made a lot of difference, I think."
You're also given the opportunity to have a weapon.
I was, and I wasn't. I'm not claiming unfair fight. He says. He says with an emphasis. I was. I just thought I'd do it without, and I saw what that meant. No harm, no foul. No foul. I'm just saying what I learned from it. Have a weapon whenever you can.
Guy has given us natural weapons of our claws and fangs, but when we
definitely.
do not have, when we do not have that.
Yeah, and also in this case, like, it would not have been appropriate, he says.
You apparently have a wonderful talent for staying up after you've been hit. In fact, you pretty much shrugged off a lot of the blows all the way up until the end. Until I went ahead and put you on the ground, he says, mimicking the last kick that he gave.
Yep. And I tried doing that a couple of times too, but man, you were pretty good on your feet yourself there.
Like I said, I've always been a sneaky, agile little fucker. I saw that you actually tried to grab for the staff with your bare hands. Can you tell me why that didn't work?
Because Adam thinks for a moment. Because you still had the advantage there.
How so?
Well, even though I was trying to grab onto the staff, you were the one who wielded it, and you had a better grip on it, and you had a better range of motion with it. I'm guessing that's why.
Yeah. All throughout that entire fight, I was reading you, watching what you were doing and responding to it. I knew when I needed to back away, and I knew when I needed to go ahead and strike.
He listens.
If you can learn that, if you can watch your opponent and see where they're charging towards you and exploit the weakness that they're presenting, you do great. I saw that you tried to get behind me. It didn't work, but that's a good idea to start thinking about. And of course, if you get your opponent on his back on the ground, fights tend to get over.
Yeah, you haven't won by default, but you're that much closer.
Exactly. So,
thank you, Adam says. It was a good fight. Sorry, go on.
You go ahead and thank Lucas. He says, no problem, dude. You ever feel like training again? I can make it a habit to be your sparring partner.
Adam smiles and says, I would I will most likely take you up on that. And grins.
Where do your duties take you this day?
I had actually planned on doing some quiet thinking down by the lake, and to be quite honest, maybe do run a couple of laps around the assault course. But I hadn't made much plans apart from that.
I got my plans to go ahead and start studying some material that I should have been studying a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me actually.
Yes.
Go on.
Go on, good sir.
Ah, well, I promised Maeve to help her with writing a song for the wind spirit, and I should work on that as well. I just forgot.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Adam looks
You
at
know,
Cinna and doesn't say anything, but discreetly looks at her and then at Lucas with "Is she okay?" look in his eyes.
Lucas is gonna go ahead and simply say, go ahead and turn to Cinna and say, how do you think the fight went?
And with 4 successes on the perception alertness roll, I think she picked up on that look.
I don't know if manipulation with a specialty in lying. No, sorry.
She'll answer, well, I'm not really an expert on fighting, but Adam didn't use his strengths while you did use yours.
That's a very good observation. Can you go into detail?
Adam tried to attack you on your, how do you say that, flexibility. That's your strong suit. His strong suit probably is more in strength itself. He should have just passed down. If he started beating you up, you wouldn't have been able to dodge everything. Would have worked better.
Adam listens and nods.
But then again, I'm not an expert on fighting, and I wasn't really paying much attention.
That is no problem whatsoever. We do thank you for your wisdom, sister.
Adam nods. Yes. Any perspective is welcome, he says.
So, Adam, if the rest of the day you are meditating and writing a little bit of a sonnet, I believe we will go ahead and bid you a good adieu.
Adam smiles and nods. Thank you, Lucas, he says, and I will most likely take you up on the offer of sparring again. It has been a good fight. And then he looks over at Cinna and says, "If I can do anything to help you, please let me know."
I just need time.
And with that, Adam will nod at both of them in greeting. No, not greeting, the opposite. Farewell, and then he will walk away.
All right, fair enough. Unless anybody wants to do anything else, I think we can bring the scene to a close. All right.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you, watchers, for watching. Thank you, players, for humoring me on this ridiculous endeavor. We will go ahead and see you all next time on another edition of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York.